If you're ready to sell your home in the Little Rock market or any market across Arkansas, stick around to the end of this video because this last tip will make sure that your home will stand out on the market in 2024. Let's get it. Welcome back, guys. My name is Cody Garrett with Century 21 Parker and Strawberries Realty. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to make your home pop out and stand out on the market. Try to sell your home for as much as you can and sell it for top dollar and make your listing look pretty good. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips on that. Make sure to follow all my social medias in the description below. My Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I post consistent real estate content and I want you guys to give me guys a follow and contact me down below if you have any questions or need a realtor or have any questions about the real estate market or need help listing or buying a home. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number one, clean your house or clean anything that is on the property. I can't tell you guys how many home tours I've been in and I've been on and recording properties that's been on my social media, that how many nasty looking properties there really are. You know, some properties they may look good on the outside, but on the inside is just super disappointing. And especially if they're on the market for about 200 to 300K, you know, they look good on the outside, but on the inside it's just it's outdated. You know, it's not clean. People left it as is. You're literally setting yourself up to make it sit on the market for as long as possible. And not only that, I had a lot of clients who were interested in some of these properties just to not only go inside of them and just say they just don't want it because it's just so appealing on the outside, and then as soon as you go inside, it's just not there. It really breaks the deal. And you know, I be feeling sad for these agents and some of these homeowners who really want their property gone, and you know, just for them to put lazy and not enough effort into, you know, their properties, especially the people who really try to sell it. And that's what really motivates sellers to take anything as is, you know, take any offer, any lowball offer. I would hate for that for my seller to take any lowball offer because, you know, not only one, he wants to get the property going, he wants to maximize the profit. And two, it's just, if you really want to maximize your profit on the home, you got to do what I have in these tips I have for you. So really, that's number one. You really want to clean your home. Don't leave your home as is. You really want to actually put some effort into your listing. I personally had a listing that for a home that I didn't want to do anymore because for one, it was kind of two homes on one property. So for one, they didn't want a survey because they didn't want to pay for the survey, and two, they left that home as is. I'm talking about, I walked in, garbage everywhere. I'm talking about, and these people actually lived in there too, and they wanted $200K for that. $200K for that house. They were selling it for $200K. I just didn't want to do it because I knew that house was going to sell on the market for days and hundreds of days on end without nobody. The only possible way that house can sell is only if an investor was to actually buy it as is and tear it down and turn it into something else and rebuild it. Number two, make minor repairs and more major repairs that you have to do for the home before you take pictures or anything, you go on showings or anything you need to do. This one is kind of the same thing as number one with cleaning, but really the same thing. You want to fix minor issues, any major issues. For example, I had some buyers that I was showing homes with. I'm still showing homes with them right now. They missed out on good deals, good homes. You know, they were actually super interested. And the only thing that they just didn't like is just, you know, maybe the door was like some sort of way, or, you know, the bathtub was like remodeled, and, you know, they didn't like that. You know, when I say minor issues, I mean like something is broken, maybe the cabinet, you know, isn't even open the right way. The garage door, sometimes that'd be a deal breaker. Sometimes the garage doors that don't even open it will be a deal breaker to some people. And, you know, little minor fixes like that, dare I even call them minors, even major fixes like that, like fixing garage doors, fixing back doorways. Sometimes I went in houses and back doors wouldn't even open. Minor fixes like that can really make a big difference, especially when it comes to, you know, taking pictures of the home. You know, make sure everything looks new, everything looks functional. When everything is clean and everything is working, it just doubles that, you know, it makes you feel good that you know that this house is just, you know, it's ready to sell. You know that you're not gonna have no disappointments. You know you're not gonna have any problems with it, especially having any buyers coming in through. You know they're not gonna say anything about it. You know you're not trying to hide anything. You know eventually when that time comes, when you get the home inspection, that's really determining somebody is if you're really gonna take that property. Trust me, I had a client that had a closing who had a home inspection, and you know, the next thing, the heater in the air doesn't even work. And I say that's a minor, that's really a major problem, but sometimes people, that's a minor problem. And thankfully they went through with the sale, even though that was a big issue to them. The whole point is, that is my example. Fix little things like that. AC, fix garage doors, fix, you know, the chimneys. The chimney can get clogged up. That almost took me out of a deal literally a month ago from my buyers who just didn't want to go through the house. Like I said, thankfully they went through with the sale and got it fixed themselves. The back patio had to be fixed. You know, little things like that can really make a big difference when it comes to a listing. Number 3, a lot of people don't necessarily do this, and a lot of agents don't necessarily recommend their sellers to do this, but arrange pre-sale home inspection. Pre-home inspection too. Even it may be a little costly, it may be, you know, probably about $200 to $300, maybe even more depending on how big your house is. But you always want to get repairs that not only make it easier to fix things, like I said, number 2, make little minor and major repairs, but it makes it easier to detect what needs to be repaired and all this and that, garage doors, all that stuff. I personally see it as a major win, because anybody who's interested in your house and they get a home inspection, it comes back every green checklist is really good. That looks good on your side, and that looks good for the buyer too, and that makes the transaction go smooth, really, really, really smooth. That you know that everything is tip-top shape. Not everything's gonna be tip-top shape, obviously, because nothing's never perfect. But it's a little cheat code to me. It's a little cheat code to the sellers that, you know, arranging a pre-sale inspection. Not only you put your own money into this and you sell it for a little bit more before you put it on the market, you know you're gonna get your money back. I see that as a win-win and a cheat code. Like I said, that is a ninja strategy, as what Mike would say. And number 4, boost your curb appeal. I made a video months ago, and it wasn't a YouTube video. It was actually, I think it was a YouTube video. It was a short. Boosting your curb appeal, boosting the outside layer of your house. Like I said in number 1, you don't want to really fake it. You really want to make your house look good inside and out. Boosting your curb appeal is not only what gets the attraction of people, but it what's keep their attention, and you know it makes your listing look really good. What I'm trying to say is, really take care of the outside of your property. People tend to put more effort on the outside of the property than the inside of the property. I have a perfect example. Let me tell you guys. Literally, I had buyers 2 weeks ago. I have buyers right now. 2 weeks ago, I had a showing. The outside of the house, big open land, looks fairly new. When you go inside, everything is outdated. Everything is outdated. You know, it's like an to them. Like, you really brought them out to this newly constructed looking property that not only go inside and look everything outdated. Now, obviously, we knew that because, you know, nonetheless, you know, I showed them pictures and all that of the house. But honestly, they thought it would look way more modern than what it actually was. And the same thing goes reverse. You know, at the outside of a property may look, you know, outdated, but the inside may look more modern. I'd rather tend to go for that aspect than to go for that outside, you know, looking more modern and the inside looking really outdated. My whole point is, you really want to take care of inside and outside of the property. Boosting your curb appeal is the number 1 way to make your listing stand out, but that is not my last tip. My last tip is the number 1 way to make your listing stand out in a way to get more engagement and more offers on your listing. So let's get into number 5 before we get into the last one. Number 5, let there be light. Let there be natural light. This is not natural light, but let there be light inside your home. That's not necessarily paying for the light bill, you know, keeping lights on 24/7. You want to let more natural light come in. natural light is probably the best way to really, before you go take pictures and videos of your house, you really want to let that natural light in. Let there be as much light on the property as possible, inside and out, not only outside, inside and out. It's not, like I said, it's not me saying keep the lights on 24/7. You want upgraded lights, just know that you really want upgraded lights. But as far as me saying, it's not too much to talk about on this one. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Open the curtains, open the windows, just let all that natural light in. Not only it makes the property look more, appealing, but it really gives people atmosphere. It's kind of hard to explain because you really have to go out there and go see it. Because once you actually go out there and actually go do your research and actually go to one of these properties that actually let natural lighting in, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's number 5. Let as much light as you can, especially natural light. And let's get into the final tip that you've all been waiting for that will actually make your listing stand out. Lastly, number 6 that will make your listing stand out: create a property tour or a virtual tour. Trust me, guys, a lot of people really underestimate these. They really underestimate these, especially me. I love making property tours. I love putting, listings on the market like that. Not only helps agents, sell their property and get more exposure, that not only makes me look good. It makes me look like I'm a hustler. I hustle these listings and all that stuff. I want to bring in buyers for all these listing agents. But a lot of agents really neglect that making property tours. And that's not me saying that everybody not making property tours. A lot of people are making property tours, but they're not. When they make property tours, they don't put as much effort as how I put them in there or how anybody can put them in there. Yeah, it may look all fancy and all edited, but I swear it only takes me about like 10 to 20 minutes to record those properties, and that's it. And a lot of those get a lot of engagement, especially on TikTok. They get a lot of engagement on TikTok. A lot of people save it. A lot of people like it. What I'm trying to teach people is that this is the social media age, especially for realtors. Realtors really need to, make property tours. If you don't make a property tour, you expect your house to sell on MLS for days and days on end without the proper marketing there. Of course, you can put an ad with pictures. Pictures can only do so much. A quick little tour in under 60 seconds, under 1 minute would really do you a lot. And I see a lot of that on Facebook or other realtors. A lot of realtors don't necessarily do property tours, especially with my listings. And when I get more listings, the first thing on my mind will be a property tour. And whenever I'm doing that, I'm going to advertise the mess out of it. And I'll only do that because I get a lot of engagement from my property tours, like I said. And that is the cheat code when it comes to listing your home. Making property tours, taking professional videos, taking professional pictures, especially when it comes to pictures. Edit them, play around with them. And, once then you got them looking good, put them on MLS. Make them look like they stand out. Don't be afraid to edit your videos. I've seen on the MLS people just taking pictures of the property from their car. Like, how lazy can you be? Now, unless you're a wholesaler, that's a completely different story. But my point is, that is how you let your listing stand out. Making tours, actually putting effort into marketing your listing. And that is it, guys. That is how you market in 2024 in any market, whether it's in Little Rock, Bryan, Dayton, anywhere around Arkansas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, all my social medias are in the link in the description. Again, make sure you follow those. I post real estate content, real estate tips, and property tours. If you need a realtor, all my all my contact information is down below. Ask me any questions or anything you have in mind. If you need a realtor for buying or selling, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's get it.